So first question. So the first question here is atomic number.
Yes. Atomic numbers of vanadium, chromium, nickel, and iron. They given everything. Which one of these is expected to have the highest second ionization enthalpy? Correct. So first thing we have to know is we have to have a basic idea about what ionization enthalpy. So basically ionization enthalpy is nothing but the energy required to remove a electron from the outermost shell. So second ionization enthalpy in the sense, correct. After removing one more electron, we are removing the next electron. That is nothing but our second ionization enthalpy. So let's see the electronic configuration of chromium. So for this purpose, we have to know what we got four options: chromium, vanadium, iron, and nickel respectively. Correct. So could you please tell me the electronic configuration of these things? Chromium at least. Why chromium? Yeah. So one traditional way of doing is, what is it? Sit and think about all of the thing. What is the first ionization enthalpy? What is second ionization enthalpy? But what is the shortcut method for this? So shortcut method is nothing but we have to remember only three things. For example, if lithium, sodium, correct? Lithium is 3, sodium is 11 atomic number. So the energy, because the nuclear charge effect, or will be more in what? Nuclear charge effect, in the sense there will be a more bonding or more closeness between the nucleus and the electron. Correct? Yeah. So obviously in lithium compared to sodium, the energy required to remove the electron will be more. So similarly, if you use the same concept here, correct? So we can see that in chromium, it should be higher. Okay, the same concept, 23, 24, 28, and 26. So chromium is the correct answer for this, option A. That's it. So it's as easy as it is. Second question, let's see. Which one of the following arrangements represent the correct order of least negative to most negative electron gain enthalpy? For carbon, calcium, aluminum, then fluorine and oxygen. Least negative to most negative electron gain enthalpy. So if you look at the graph in the electron gain enthalpy thing, if I'm taking the electron gain enthalpy, yes. So electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative, becomes less negative from when? Top to bottom in a group. Correct? Yes. But whereas in a period from left to right, this is along a period from left to right, correct? It becomes more negative. So this is the two concepts which we should know while answering the second question. Correct. So if I take the option here, aluminum, then what is the calcium, oxygen, carbon, fluorine. So we all know that fluorine is in group 17. So this is the reason we should know what all the groups properly. Correct? Which group carbon is there, which group oxygen is there, calcium, aluminum, everything. So fluorine is obviously the group 17 halogen. So we can eliminate this option. So fluorine is highly electronegative in nature, that we know. Group 17 elements are all highly electronegative in nature. So option C, we eliminate. So this method is called process of elimination. This is one of the tricks we should use in entrance examination, where even if we don't know the correct answer, correct, we can eliminate the options one by one. Correct? Yes. Now coming to the next one. Yes. Here we got calcium, aluminum, everything is there. Then we got carbon and oxygen. So we should know which group. So can you guys tell me which group is this? What is it? The carbon and oxygen coming? Carbon, oxygen, aluminum, calcium. Which group it is? Aluminum group number? Which group? So aluminum group number is what? 13. So we have to be thorough with the periodic table thing. Yes. Correct. Boron aluminum group is there, no? Group number 13. Yes. That is aluminum is nothing but what? Group number 13. If I take calcium, which is that group? Ca. Which is that? It is group number 2. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium. This is group number 2. Correct. But we have to know that from left to right, ionization enthalpy, not ionization enthalpy, the electron gain enthalpy increases along a period. So one is group 2 and group 13. So obviously I can eliminate which option. Can calcium's electron gain enthalpy can be greater than aluminum? No ways, right? Yes. Can calcium, so if it is group 2 has got more electronegativity in nature? No. So I can clearly cancel the option A. Again here, this also I can cancel. Calcium is again greater than aluminum, they tell. So what is the correct answer? Option D. So here, without knowing the other group numbers, by the process of elimination, the one thing what you to learn from this is the process of elimination here. Is it clear or any doubt is there in this? Any doubt in this? Because group 2 electronegativity is less, because electronegativity increases from left to right. So 2 is here, 13 is here, 17 is here. So 17 is something with fluorine, correct? Group 2 is the calcium and everything. So we can do by process of elimination. Is this thing clear? Perfect. So with this, I'm just cutting down the thing. So this one, the option is D, and we did by process of elimination. Option D is the answer. The first one, chromium. Third question. As we move from left to right, the 3D series elements, electropositive character increases, electropositive increases, increases, then electropositive decreases, and electronegative character increases, electropositive character increases, and electronegative character decreases. Okay, so 3D series. So first thing, what is this 3D series? That we have to know. So where does a 3D series element start? So 3D series is what? Basically, So this is the reason 3D series in the sense, see, for example, in the sense 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, everything is there, right? The electronic configuration, correct? In that thing, 3D, when it will come to SPDF, correct? Yes. So normally the 3D series. So this is where the first 30 elements is important for us. The first 30 elements. Electronic configuration is important because the elements between 21 and 30 will have what? The 3D series starting. The electronic configuration will include d orbital. Yes. Correct. So what are the elements? Like scandium, we can tell titanium, then vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, then what is it? Copper and zinc. Yes. So they all fill the 3D orbitals. Yes. So they all fill. Yeah. They have a subshell of 3D and they fill it. Correct. So if I want to take all of these things, only one thing I can tell. The electropositive, for example, it is still in which group then? If I take the elements thing here, okay, the periodic table or whatever it is there, okay, it comes in what? Mainly 21 to 30. It comes in something like group 3. I'll write it down here, then it will be easy for you to understand. Yeah. So all of these things will start from what? Scandium to this thing. 3 to 12 it will come. 3 to 12. Correct. So we all know that if it is 3 to 12 here, okay, so it is going from what? Left to right. Left to right, if it is going, electronegative character increases or decreases? Electronegative character will increase. Correct. It is not electropositive character, so we can cross this thing. If it is going from 3 to 12, I told, right? Correct. So it's going from left to right. Left to right, same concept. What is it? Electronegativity increases. Electronegativity increases from left to right in a period. In a period. 3 to 12. So I can directly cut electropositive character, but I cannot cut electropositive character decreases. And what increases? Then I can also cut here given electropositive option D also given electropositive character index. I can cut this. But electropositive character, the first option is correct. Let's see the third option. Electropositive character decreases, that is there in the first option, and electronegative character increases. So the best thing is option C. So here again I am using the process of elimination. Yes, I am using the process of elimination here. Process of elimination here. Yes. Correct. So we are not using any major thing. We are slightly, we have to know only the first 30 elements in the electronic configuration. That's all. So we have to be very careful with this. The last one, that is the most easiest one of all. Which one of the following is the least electropositive element? Zinc, iron, copper, silver. Zinc, iron, copper, silver. Least electropositive. What do you think it is? Yes, so this is a very direct question. So we can directly say it is silver. Option D is the correct answer. Okay.